everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Brianna with Bre'sBooks, here celebrating the end of the Reading Rush 2019. If you guys participated, I hope you did well. I hope you had so much fun. I know I did. That's basically all I thought about for the last 7 days, so hopefully I didn't forget anything else important like bills and taking care of my dog and etc. But I just wanted to kind of wrap up the last week and kind of go over like what I read and what I managed to achieve. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. So first off, I did complete every one of the Instagram challenges. Those are really fun and they're a lot easier, I feel like, to do than the video challenges. I only completed like 3 of the video challenges or so. Those take a lot more time, and some days I just didn't have the time to put into performing those, but I did manage to do a few, so that's good. As far as the reading challenges, first I'll go over what I did end up completing, and then I will tell you what challenges I covered. I wasn't able to meet all of the reading challenges, but I did manage to hit most of them, so I was happy about that. So for the things I read, there's a couple that I don't have here with me because I had to take them back to the library. So I read 2 children's books. I read Lucy Fell Off the Mountain, and I gave that 4 stars. I read This Is My Room, another children's book, and I gave that 3 stars. I read Takane and Hana manga volume 9, and I gave that 4 stars. I really enjoyed that. And those I don't have with me. They're back at the library. But then the last 3 I still have. I also did complete The Thorn and the Blossom, the 2-sided love story, dual perspective, accordion fold binding by Theodora Goss. I gave this 3 stars. It completed the 5 or more word title challenge. It was interesting, but I felt it was too short. It wasn't as thoroughly explored as I would have liked, but I think it was very beautifully written, and I enjoyed it. 3 stars. I also read Cardcaptor Sakura, Volume 1 by Clamp, Volume 1, and I also watched the first 2 to 3 episodes of the anime for my book-to-movie adaptation, and I also gave this 3 stars. And then I read Skip Beat Volume 34, and I gave this 4 stars. So I managed to complete 6 books in the week. A lot of them were really short, I know, so a lot of you probably did better as far as page count goes. I know a lot of other people read full novels and things. I didn't get to Stolen Songbird. I didn't get to, what was the other one? Ember in the Ashes. Unfortunately, I do still really want to read them, but I just didn't have the time to commit to completing that long of a novel. So I got what I read, and I feel proud of what I did get accomplished. And yeah, that's pretty much for what I completed. For as far as the specific reading challenges I did complete, I read a book with a purple cover. I read almost all of my books in the same spot in my bed. I read a book I'd been wanting to read since last year. I wasn't able to read a debut book or a book with a non-human main character, but I did read a book with 5 or more words in the title, and I did complete the book-to-movie adaptation, in my mind, anyway. And so obviously, since I only read 6 things, I wasn't able to complete the 7-book challenge. I was very close. I tried. I did start a couple of things during the reading rush that I wasn't able to finish. I started listening to The Name of the Wind on audiobook, and I'm really enjoying it, but I'm only this far, and I don't know why I picked this one because it's so long. There was no way I was going to be able to finish this in 1 week, but I'm a good chunk of it in, and so I'm definitely going to be continuing this once I finish some of the other currently reading audiobooks I have. I also tried to start and finish Solace by Gail Carriger yesterday to get the 7-book challenge completed. Unfortunately, I didn't read as fast as I was hoping I would. I didn't start till yesterday evening, and I just didn't have time to read the whole thing, but I am still enjoying this as well, and these are just 2 books that I started during Reading Rush that I wasn't able to complete, but if I was, that would have been a couple more books right there. Along with those two that I'm now currently reading, I was already reading a few books before Reading Rush even started, so I'm just going to mention those real quick for kicks and giggles. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer. I don't know how to say her name. This is the popular Beauty and the Beast retelling. I'm pretty close to the end of this one. I'm almost done and I'm enjoying it pretty well. I'm also listening to audiobook of The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. And I'm a little over halfway of this one. And I also recently started, before the Reading Rush, Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson. This one is hilarious. I love the audiobook of it. I highly recommend, if you haven't read it or if you've only read it in print form, I highly recommend checking out the audiobook because it is really funny. I've just started it and I enjoy it so much already. And this is like a very quick, short book with huge font, so I know I'll be able to get through this quickly. But yes, these are all books I was currently reading before the readathon, and now I have a couple more currently reading to add to my list. So I have a good stack of stuff I'm interested in that I will be reading for the foreseeable future. But that's also kind of fun because when you're reading a bunch of books at the same time, you also usually tend to complete a bunch of books at the same time, which is fun to check them all off near each other. So much satisfaction in checking off books that you've read. So enough of my rambling. I guess that's all I pretty much wanted to say, is just talk about the Reading Rush and all the books surrounding my life at this moment in time. Let me know if you have any comments or thoughts down below, or if you have any Reading Rush things you want to share, or TBR or wrap up things. I would love to hear about them. I'll check you guys later with the next video. Bye!